Political reporter Elise Hu has tonight's special assignment.
Political chatter
with the history of this present administration
pours easily out of the mouths of these seniors.
they're going to get beat this time.
And I don't know why people think Hillary is so great and wonderful.
Well, she won't be president, he will.
After all, most folks at Westminster Manor Retirement Community have been voting for more than half a century.
I'd say since about 1943 or 44.
I've been voting so many years I've lost count.
And I've been voting ever since.
Seniors,
now serving A1,
as well as minorities and the poor, are now at the heart of a debate over voter ID. Voter ID measures require citizens to show a driver's license or passport in order to cast ballots. As Texas law is now, just a voter registration card will do.
I think it would make it harder if we couldn't use just our everyday card. I don't see the need for that.
Whether requiring ID is needed depends on whom you ask. Republicans back the measures.
The integrity of the process demands that we do what is necessary to protect voters' rights.
While Democrats say it's a solution in search of a problem.
But the kind of voting fraud that these bills allege to address simply isn't a problem in the opinion of every credible election authority in the country.
In fact, the Texas Attorney General is investigating just one case of voter impersonation fraud in the entire state. Last session, the debate hit the Texas House floor with a fury.
You didn't give any evidence of voter impersonation.
To verify their identification, it's almost impossible. Therefore, we must close this loophole in the voter laws.
A Democratic senator returned from months of medical leave just to block voter ID from passing. When lawmakers return here next January, things will be different. That's because the U.S. Supreme Court recently upheld strict voter ID laws in Indiana. It's fueling a renewed call here in Texas.
99% of people already have the ID necessary to vote.
We're very worried that after a Supreme Court ruling, a lot of states will take the opportunity to pass laws directed at the sham problem that actually keep eligible Americans out of the polls.
Justin Levitt studies voter ID for the nonpartisan NYU Brennan Center for Justice. His research shows seniors, minorities, and the poor, who more often vote Democratic, are also those who lack IDs.
Now, I don't care personally what party you're from. If you have a policy that keeps eligible people out and that costs legitimate voters the right to vote, that's not a policy that belongs in our system. People think that it's not a burden to actually get an ID until they try it without an ID to begin with.
Just ask nearly 90-year-old Sylvia Lester.
It weighs on me getting to a place where I can have it.
Republican leaders promised Texas voter ID laws would provide IDs for those who can't afford them.
We have created a variety of safety nets for them so that at the end of the day, everyone who is eligible to vote has the opportunity to vote and, as importantly, has the right to have that vote counted.
But it's a political paradox. Efforts to protect an American right could also take that right away.